Yo, what's up, guy? Can y'all stop fighting? Bro, my cats are fighting my fucking bad. Fucking idiots. Okay, guys, welcome back to a new video anyways. Off to an amazing start. Today, I'm going to be predicting what I think is going to happen for the playoffs. It is January 6th, so it's a Wednesday. So all the games start on Saturday. So we got a while. I don't know when this is going to get released. That's the only reason I'm saying that. I think you can see in the corner of the screen, maybe, the date. I don't know. But it is not Saturday yet. I don't know when this is actually going to get released. Maybe some of these games have already happened. So I don't know, what order they all go in. So I'm just going to start in the AFC. So the Ravens-Titans. As much as I want to say the Ravens win this game, last year I also said the Ravens would win this game, and they were at home. The Titans right now are not a team that you want to play. I mean, the Ravens also are not a team that you want to play. To be honest with you, I couldn't tell you who's going to win this game. But I'm leaning towards the Titans. With Derrick Henry. I mean, the Ravens team, both of these teams are incredibly tough, But last year I picked the Ravens. That didn't end too well. This is a worse Ravens team. And Derrick Henry is still just as good. So it could go either way, though. That's one I'm not too sure about. Might be biased, but I'm relatively sure the Steelers beat the Browns. The Browns are going to be without some coaches due to COVID. They've just won by 2 by against a bunch of second stringers. The first time they played, they lost by 31 points. The Steelers team feels like it's kind of picked it up after beating the Colts. I think they beat the Browns. Not sure about if they can win a divisional game, but we'll see. Bills-Colts is a no-brainer. As much as I like this Colts team, I would say they're trending up, but they have a lot of aging pieces. But this Bills team is one that you do not want to run into at all. So, in the NFC, the Buccaneers beat the Washington football team. I don't think that's a close one. The NFC East is not going to win a playoff game this year. I think the Seahawks beat the Rams. The Rams have looked really lackluster at times. I think the Saints beat the Bears. You can basically lock in the entire NFC. I don't like the Rams. They've played close against some opponents that they should have blown out. They lost to the Jets. That's the only one that you could put an argument against. The football team's not going to beat the Buccaneers. They're better than what you'd think, but the Buccaneers are a damn good team. Bears, I don't even think I'm close. Okay, so that leaves for the divisional the Steelers, Bills, Titans, Chiefs on one side. The Seahawks, Saints, Buccaneers, Packers on one side. Bills beat us. I think it's pretty obvious. I'm not going to be biased, The Bills are a team that you do not want to run into at all right now. They beat us by 11 last time. I see it happening again. Yeah, I think the Chiefs beat the Titans. I don't think that's a close game. But you'd be surprised. I mean, the Titans, once again. Or no, it was the Texans that were like a quarter away from the Super Bowl last year. I mean, they could surprise some people. Probably the most interesting game to this point is the Seahawks-Saints game. It really could go either way. I'm going to lean Seahawks. Why? I don't know. The Saints always get fucked up. They get fucked up at some point in the playoffs. It happens year after year. Why am I to believe that this year doesn't just continue that trend, But really, it could go either way. I think offensively, the Saints probably have an edge over the Seahawks. But the Seahawks, the last couple weeks, their defense has really pulled it together. Drew Brees hasn't played a lot of the year. I think the Seahawks beat the Saints, but I do think it's a close game. I do think the Packers beat the Bucs, but once again, this game could be a lot closer than what you think. Yeah, I definitely don't see the Buccaneers as a contending team. So, they're definitely a playoff winning team, I think, but not a contending team. So that leaves the conference championships. Bills, Chiefs, Seahawks, Packers. I'm gonna go Bills. It's the first upset on the AFC, honestly, but I just feel like the Chiefs have played a lot of really close games lately. But that can happen to a team when they're trying to go back to back. Towards the end of the season, you can stop caring as much. Because you basically once you clinch the playoffs and you've already won a Super Bowl, you just feel like, you just want to get back there. And the regular season doesn't mean as much to you. But the Bills have been nearly unstoppable the last 6 weeks. I think their point differential has been an average of 12 points per game the last 6 weeks, which is unreal. I don't think you want to run into Josh Allen in the playoffs. Again, though, that's a game that could go either way. I just think right now the Bills are playing like a better football team. Who's to say what happens by this point? For all I know, the Bills might not even be in it at this point. In the NFC, I think the Packers beat the Seahawks. That's another one. The NFC, even though the teams are statistically worse, it's a lot closer of a race. I'd be surprised if the Bills and Chiefs aren't the AFC teams. But the Saints could make it, and really it's a toss-up between 3 different teams. But I do think the Packers pull away with this one at Lambeau. I just think overall they're more of a solid team. I think cohesively they make a better unit. But they're both very, very good teams. A Bills-Packers Super Bowl would be really interesting, actually. I'm inclined to think an AFC team would win, though. I think the AFC in general is better than the NFC. I think when you stack these two teams head-to-head, the Bills are just better. They've looked better all year. I think regardless of who wins that Bills-Chiefs game, either of them beat an NFC team. To me, I think either the Bills or the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. I don't think an NFC team upsets them, but you never know. The Packers definitely have the best chance, but my money is on the Bills to win the Super Bowl. I do hope you guys enjoyed. It was actually a pretty short video. Not much explaining to be done here. Like I said, who knows? Neither of these teams might be around in the Super Bowl. Predicting is so all over the place because teams upset all the time. I'm just inclined to think that the Bills are probably the best team right now. Even though the Chiefs are probably a better team overall, I just think the Bills got hot at the right time. And I don't know. Maybe it's just my belief that I want the Bills to go. But then again, I also picked against my team. So who knows? I just think the Chiefs have played a lot of really close games against teams that shouldn't have even been close with them lately. They beat the Falcons by 3 points. The Bills have just been steamrolling over anyone that they've faced. I'm inclined to think the Bills would beat the Chiefs, but again, it's a coin flip either way. Regardless, I think whoever plays, I think an AFC team wins the Super Bowl. Either the Bills or the Chiefs. I just think the Bills are the hotter team right now, but who knows what could happen by the conference championship. I do hope you guys enjoyed. I might have uploaded 3 times in the same week. That'd be pretty sick. Like I said, I'm going to get my webcam soon, and I'm going to start adding music on top of all of these to hopefully bump up my production quality just a little bit. Who knows? But I do hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.